last video I said I would only draw more Winx if the comments wouldn't turn into like a discussion place for Winx. And as you can tell by the existing of this video, it didn't. Yay! So let's keep that up. This is just a video of someone having fun with the designs from Winx while talking about how she loves it a little bit too much. It's not a place to talk about a Winx reboot or the problems you have with any of the shows, okay? So, okay, cool, nice. Anyway, I first did Flora. As you can see, I struggled a lot with her pose. I just couldn't get it right. It's just those floating poses in the air. It's hard, man. It's hard. I really want her skirt to be like a rose. You could see it in the last sketch I did, with like all the layers. I'm bringing that back later on because I was really sad on that. I really wanted that to be a thing. I also added some stuff that looks like leaves later on too, to at least add like the whole flower and plant vibes, like, well, the Flora vibes. And like I said in my last video, Flora used to be my favorite until Layla came around, but she's still my second favorite for sure, though, if I have to be honest. She is sharing that spot with Musa nowadays, so it's a good thing I'm drawing them both nowadays, today in this video. Next to her nice, lovely pink fairy outfit, which I absolutely love. I also really loved her casual clothes in the first season. That green top and like that, I think, strawberry skirt. Mwah! Amazing. I'm pretty sure Flora was the reason I wanted those big round earrings she would always wear. Absolutely stunning. I never got them by the way. Well, I did got them at one point, but now I don't have. I'm not able to wear earrings nowadays anymore. Too bad. Or else I would live my Flora fantasy. Absolutely. I also really liked how she loved school. It's not done a lot in the cartoons, especially nowadays for some reason, where a girl's very feminine, like clothing wise, but then she's smart and loves school, and you know, it's actually she's a nerd. That's actually just what it is. I really like that. I liked all the personalities of the girls actually. None of them felt annoying. Stella could be sometimes, but she would always end up being a great friend at the end. So I didn't really have big problems with her, and she was funny, honestly. And she was with my man Brandon, so she had taste. And she would sometimes start drama, and you know, I watch my Winx for a cup of drama now and then. Oh, little Luigi knew what she was watching. I was never really bothered by the fact that Flora didn't have a boyfriend until like the Winx god graced us with Helia. Mwah! A sensitive, quiet, long-haired poet. What does a girl want more? Tell me. You can. I definitely want to draw all the guys someday. Absolutely. Especially my man, Brandon. Yes. I was rewatching some of the episodes today, and Brandon, that champion, is just the best dude ever. I can talk about how great he is for like an hour, but I think that's better left for the video once I draw all the guys. Because I definitely want to do that. Not full bodies. No. I mean, no, I'm not really interested in that. Maybe headshots, maybe half bodies, so you can see some of the muscles, because they were rocking an absolute great figure, each and every one of them. They all had the same figure, but I was there. Right now you can see I'm giving Flora some green accents, because in her outfit there weren't really any green, but I really like that, so I really want to give each outfit more colors. That's what I do with everyone actually. Here's more of like a bluish green, but later on I go back to the more bright green. It's something I like more. Am I doing it now? Yeah, I'm doing it now. Yeah, oh god, I liked it more. Gave it some nice accents. One thing I also really wanted to do was give her hair accessories, because a lot of times, because Bloom has a little crown thingy, Stella has her headband, and Musa has her headphones. Layla had pink parts in her hair, but that wasn't really a hair accessory. Whatever it was, I felt that Flora's hat was a little boring. Not to do my girl Flora dirty, because she's not boring. She's great, but I wanted to have some more green there next to her eyes. I also made her hair a bit shorter than the original. I gave her braids to distinguish her hair a bit more. I always felt when I was younger that her hair looked a lot like Bloom's hair. That was just me, maybe, but I felt like it was pretty much the same hair, and I didn't want that to happen in my take on it. Again, not to shit on the original designs, because my takes on it comes from absolute inspiration and adoration for the original designs, because I love the original designs. They're so simple and yet distinguishable, and I just really like them. Okay, so right now I'm drawing Musa, the fairy of music, as you can tell by her name. I was trying hard again with her pose. I couldn't get this one right either. I just had a bad pose day that day. I drew Flora and this part of Musa on the same day. It was not going well. I had this little reference picture next to it, and she had a really cool pose with like her hands, and I tried it at one point, but it looked stupid. It was just not going well. But eventually I'll get there. So before we know it, we're into line art. I promise. Musa probably has my favorite color scheme. One, they always kept pretty consistent in her later transformations too. It's like always red and purple. I love that combination, especially when her colors, which they always are, very vibrant and deep. Amazing. She was a pretty great character overall, but I would be lying to you if I said my favorite part was not her drama with Griffin. I know, I keep talking about the boys from the show, but they were just so good, okay? Little Luigi just couldn't get enough of the drama between the Winx and the boys, especially Musa and Riven. Oh, they always had something. They always had something. And you know, if you look at it realistically, yeah, Riven was an ass. He was not a good boyfriend at all. But luckily, this is just a cartoon, and Riven was super duper cool. He was my first exposure to bad boys, I'm pretty sure. Musa kept chasing him, and girl, I get it. Cropped up Riven went for it. There are plenty of scenes where his only contribution is just standing on his side with his arm crossed, and I was living. But they broke up at one point, so yeah. And then he came back in later seasons, something like that. I wasn't watching anymore. I wasn't even watching when they broke up. I didn't even know. I only knew about it way later. I think I knew about it 3 years ago, and because I was watching some Winx stuff. Because sometimes YouTube is like, hey, I want to watch some Winx stuff, and then you haven't seen it in years. Like, sure, YouTube, let's go. And then you watch it, and you're just having a good old time. And I was having a good old time. I was having an absolute great time. And then they had this little clips, all kind of little clips of her and Riven. I was like, yeah, I was living for this relationship. Show it to me. And then it ended with them breaking up, and I had to sit down for a moment because I didn't know. I didn't know they broke up. It's too bad. I mean, I know he wasn't nice, but he could have been. Sometimes he was. I would have liked the storyline where Riven would kind of warm up to her. You know, like treating her right, like Musa is supposed to be treated. They did sometimes do that, because there were times that Riven was nice, and mostly like protective. Like that was his fate, you know, ready to pinch anyone. Bam! You talking mean about Musa? I'm gonna punch you. That's a quote from him. Anyway, back to Musa. I'm doing her skirt now, and I really was set on her skirt having like these music level thingies. It's not animated, but if it was, I do imagine it to go up and down. That would be cool. It would be hard to animate, but not if it was 3D, I guess. I don't know. I'm not an animator. Next to her fairy outfit, I also really like Musa's casual outfit. The red top with the baggy pants. Mwah. You could see her whole underwear, but she was rocking it. She was rocking that, okay? She did that. I wasn't the biggest fan of her short ponytails as well. They were fine, but I wasn't like super big fan. But then she got longer hair, and in my opinion, that had less personality. So for my take, I kind of did like a combination shorter hair, but with like buns, and I thought it was cute. I was also struggling a lot with her outfit. I just the top wasn't working at all. I like the skirt, but I'm trying some other things here, but yeah, it was not going well. At one point, like I said before, I just went to sleep. At one point, I just went to sleep and looked at it the next day. That always helps. It absolutely always helps to just take a little break from it. This is me the next day. She always had that ribbon around her arm. I never really liked that one, but I did feel there was something missing, so I kind of made that ribbon part of her top instead of something random on her arm. Even though there's now also something random on her arm. So I guess that's not a super good explanation, but I just felt that part of her outfit could use something. I'm fixing her face a bit here as well, because her face wasn't going well either. Nothing was going well. I was not feeling it very well, but eventually, like already in this stage, I actually really liked how she turned out. I hope you do too. Maybe you don't, that's okay. I don't mind. And now I'm putting glitters everywhere. With Flora, I just copy it around, but with this one, it was a new day, so I thought, well, let's draw it all. It looks like a lot of work, but honestly, these glitters, they're very fastly drawn. It's not that it's not that big of a project. I really liked doing it. One thing I also really liked, I'm seeing this in the footage, I really liked Musa's red lipstick. So I gave her red lipstick as well. I gave her nail polish as well, because I really like her fashion sense, and I think she would look cool with makeup. Anyway, thank you for watching. Oh, there are the Patreons. Thank you so much to the Patreons. You're so cool. Social media, equipment, other things are all in the description. I upload drawings for videos early on my Patreon. So if you're interested in that, there's also a link to my Patreon as well. People are someone asked me about Winx stickers or Winx merchandise things, so maybe I put them on Redbubble. I don't know yet. Tell me if you're interested in that in the comments or something else. Tell me why you loved Winx. I really loved hearing that in the last video. And the timer almost runs out. Oh no. Thank you. Bye. Have a good day. Have a nice day. Think about Brandon tonight.